quest for an integrative approach to handle the Agile Menagerie. This is Peter. Peter has recently accepted a new job as CIO of Big Inc. Big Inc's business is under constant change, and management recognizes the need for more agility to cope with the constant pressure. Peter has already a positive experience with doing Agile in his previous job. He personally experienced how the use of Agile practices contribute to the success of projects. In his new role as CIO, Peter is asked to introduce agility in the entire organization. But he has not really experience with scaling Agile. Peter is aware that a few teams already have some experience with different flavors of Agile and Lean at the team level. Some teams are doing Scrum, while others also use Kanban or XP. They even had a formal pilot. In the meantime, also a DevOps initiative has started, and their digital enterprise group is strongly advocating Lean UX and Lean startup principles. Peter wants to capitalize on all the internal experiences, but also feels the need for standardization and is looking for a single model approach for the entire organization. He starts his information round, but after talking to the different teams, he realizes that every practice used has its strengths and benefits in certain situations, and senses that not every team or project in his organization is alike. He comes to realize that there's no one-size-fits-all approach for scaling Agile in his organization. We are now 2 years later, and Peter found a solution based on an evolutionary and integrative approach and worked together with an external coach that shared his vision. He did not hire an external coach that advocated yet another approach, while there was already an abundance of experience present in his organization. He found a coach that played a more facilitator's role in the transformation program. Peter came to realize that he needed to exploit the existing knowledge and expertise, while at the same time he needed to explore new ways of working. Therefore, he decided to use an evolutionary approach based on the Kanban method. Start where you are now, create a shared visual understanding, and improve incrementally to the desired situation. With the help of the Lean Agile coach, Peter managed to set up an internal knowledge and experience sharing network. They first succeeded to get a better view on the correlations between all practices used in their respective application domains, as well as the level of available expertise. Through the working of this internal network, they 1. Made a huge progress in terms of getting a common understanding of what agility and scaling Agile meant for the organization. 2. They got a deeper insight in the different Agile approaches used and have now a reference and advice guide with recommendations for when to use which approach. And lastly, developed rules of thumb for the team to improve their agility. It took Peter and his team a while to get all the noses in the same directions and agree on Big Inc's true north, which is single-piece flow. Having that common understanding is a crucial component of their day-to-day project and strategic decision-making processes. It is now clear for every employee at Big Inc that getting value to market ASAP is their point of reference. Here are some takeaways from Peter's story. Think about what doing versus being Agile means in your organization. Do not consider point solutions, but consider an integrative approach. Be aware that there's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all approach ready to be used. Know that there is such a thing as the law of diversity. Not every team or project is alike. Different types of work, different people, different level of Agile experiences, different values, different goals, different practice, different working standard are just a few examples of the differences between teams and projects. Build on top of existing internal experience and good working practices. Give enough attention to knowledge and experience sharing. Use the coach not as he knows it all expert, but rather as a facilitator in the transformation process. Use an evolutionary approach to go from current situation to desired situation. For example, from doing Agile over becoming Agile to being Agile. Think about what scaling Agile means in your particular situation, as every situation requires a different approach.